South Korea's young debt binge. Squid Game, Korean drama series topped US Netflix charts recently. The question the series creator Hwang Dong-hyuk is trying to answer is, will I ever be out of debt, even if I have to risk my life? Squid Game lays bare the irony between the social pressure to succeed in Korea and the difficulty of doing just that. Korean household debt has grown more relative to income than that of any other economy. This is largely due to increased borrowing to make ends meet in the aftermath of COVID-19 pandemic and to invest in crypto, NFT, real estate, and stock market as interest rates stay record low. Will it lead to systemic risks? For some non-regular workers, this is a time to grab a slice of shrinking pie, just like the contestants in Squid Game. According to Yoon Suk-jin, a drama critic and professor of modern literature at Chungnam National University, South Koreans used to have a collective community spirit, but the Asian financial crisis in the late 1990s undermined the nation's positive growth story and made everyone fight for themselves. Currently, South Korea's household debt is the highest in the world in terms of both size and the rate of increase relative to nominal gross domestic product, said Shin Yong-sang, a research fellow at the Korea Institute of Finance. One parliamentary report showed that the national debt is growing at a rate of 3 million won, it's $2,535 per second, and stands at 17.6 million won per person, it's $14,870. Here are a few worrying, disturbing numbers according to the data from the Bank of Korea and the Financial Supervisory Service FSS. The household debt is around 1,830 trillion won, it's $1.55 trillion. As of end of July 2021, in the first quarter of 2021, outstanding household credit, including mortgages and consumer credit, totaled 1,765 trillion won, it's $1.493 trillion, up by 9.5% on the year. Household loans in the just April to July period rose by 49 trillion won, it's $41.5 billion. So what's the reason for the borrowing hype? Many millennials in Korea borrow to invest in crypto, NFT, real estate, and stock market. This trend is known as Bittoo in Korean, from the bit meaning debt and tuya meaning investment. Will Bittoo create more millennial millionaires, or would that rather drive people below the poverty line? Bank of Korea introduced stricter borrowing rules during summer. Will it end the Bittoo mania, or will it just put retail stock investors at greater risk of default? Those under 40s purchased 272,638 apartments in 2020, a near 77% jump from a year earlier. Real estate investments of people in their 40s has risen by 64% on the year. Real estate investments of people in their 50s has risen by 63% on the year. People in their 30s are the most indebted, borrowing up to 270% of their annual income. Authorities asked commercial banks to tighten the giving out of household loans and jeonse loans. Jeonse is a home rental system unique to South Korea in which tenants pay a large sum of money as a deposit instead of paying monthly fees. Jeonse tenants often rely on loans to afford the hefty deposits, borrowing up to 80% of the total deposit amount payable to their landlords. As banks cut loans, those who need money will go to their parents and then go to high-cost lenders, the secondary financial market loans, and might end up putting themselves under big risks, considering the fact that those high-cost lenders are not bound by the same restrictions like banks. Household debt from non-bank financial firms has risen to 27.4 trillion won as of July 2021 compared to only 2.4 trillion won a year ago. Will those loans be controlled by the authorities? All these financial difficulties will likely widen the so-called dirt spoon generation, speculating increasing the obsession with getting rich quick, or will the authorities and the Korean society find out a way of decreasing inequality?